Hello, my name is Yvette Jackson. My speech is on year-round education. I want to persuade my audience that I am against year-round schooling. ScholarWisePress.com says, year-round education is a modified school calendar that gives students short breaks throughout the year instead of a traditional 3-month summer break. Year-round education has too many pitfalls. It does not promote high level of excellence for students or the school. It's just another attempt to distort the education system on the tremendous overpopulation of students in the school system. When a school adopts year-round education because of academic problems, according to www.712educators.about.com, year-round education, as quoted, it's not fair to say a child will retain more if he or she is enrolled in school more. Most children forget what they learned that same day. The term learning loss is misleading and is designed to invoke fear into parents. Children have different attention spans and different interest levels. Remember, there is a No Child Left Behind Act in place. Year-round schooling becomes a problem when you decide to take vacation and visit relatives to find out that your kids are on a different schedule than they are. Besides, year-round schooling has the same number of total days of classroom education and vacation days as traditional calendars. I am not arguing that it's the worst learning tool out there. What I am saying is not better than the traditional schedule. According to www.712educators.about.com, quoted, parents might think they are going to benefit the cost of child care for a couple of weeks. On the other end, what if you have a teenager who is of age and can work? What business or company is willing to hire for a month or less? So the money you thought you were saving for the other child who is in daycare, you have to spend it on the other teenager to buy him or her clothes. Loss of income for most students in a year-round calendar cannot compete with those on a standard calendar for summer jobs. Another problem I see, teachers cramming assignments and overloading kids with information in order to meet the standard of learning requirement for the state. Most kids want off in the summertime to go swimming with their friends and relatives and have fun in the summer and also have summer jobs. Children experience burnout and loss of some activity because of a year-round calendar. It can become disruptive. The first and most obvious problem is with the sports and music activities where one school must interact with others. How can they interact when they are on different schedules? What most school administration doesn't seem to realize that year-round schooling is expensive. Remember, public schools are not free. They operate on money from state budget, which is collected from our taxes. There is only so much money allocated toward education. The extra money to run a year-round school has to come from somewhere. So when you see an increase in your property tax or your real estate tax, you can probably figure out why they need the extra money. Year-round education eventually run buildings into the ground because they were never designed to take punishment all year long. The year-round schedule makes it just about impossible to perform routine maintenance and occasional remodel. Some school buildings are very old, and the purchases of new air conditioning units to keep children cool during the hot and sometimes humid summer months. You can also incur higher utility bills for running AC units during the summertime. Dehydration and heat exhaustion are far too common. I can't imagine children attending school year-round. I don't believe the bureaucracy, it will boost students' performance. If parents were to get more involved in their children's education, maybe there won't be a year-round school. Children become burnout, and you may see a significant increase in the high dropout rates among high school students. Also, attendance decline at both modified and traditional schools, were attributed to siblings being on different vacation schedules. There will be a loss of income for teachers because they cannot compete for summer jobs as easily as their peers who teach and have children in standard calendar schools. Teacher, Teachers will find it much more difficult to further their education on a year-round calendar. Teachers become stressed and burn out when their personal finances are tied to a job which requires constant upgrading of education. When the schedule itself omits them from attending summer college's classes, their raises depend on their additional education. Some states impose time limit on graduate degrees. My conclusion, with so many obvious problems, why do administration push this particular reform so hard by introducing higher taxes, scrambling healthy family life by introducing unnecessary scheduling problems and providing added stress and burnout for teachers, students, and their families? My primary concern is the administration personnel having to do extra work to track student courses and statistics, and this can lead to stress and maybe burnout syndrome. Keep in mind that just because something can be shown to be statistically significant does not mean that it is practically significant. Thank you.